Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Neña ESTRERA, a BITCT4F. So for today's video, I will show you the steps on how to disassemble and assemble a system unit. But first, let us know what is a system unit. A system unit is the part of a computer that houses the primary devices that perform operations and produce results for complex calculations. It includes the motherboard, CPU, RAM, and other components, as well as the case in which these devices are housed. These are the system unit parts and function. CPU or Central Processing Unit. It is the brain of the computer and one of the most important chips in the computer. Heatsink and CPU fan. It stands for heatsink and fan. Nearly all computers have heatsinks, which help keep the CPU cool and prevent it from overheating. RAM or Random Access Memory. It is a piece of hardware that allows stored data to be accessed randomly. Its main function is to store the data temporarily. Video card or graphics accelerator card. This is a hardware component whose main function is to generate and display the output images to a computer monitor. Motherboard. A motherboard connects and transmits signals to and from peripherals like your keyboard, mouse, and monitor. The same can be said for your components such as your CPU, GPU, RAM, and others. PSU or Power Supply Unit. A power supply unit or PSU converts mains AC to low voltage regulated DC power for the internal components of a computer. HDD or hard disk drive. It is also known as hard drive. This is the computer's main storage device used to store all data on the computer permanently. ODD or CD-ROM. It is a device that uses photodiodes to detect reflecting lights on optic discs and uses a laser to read or write data. IDE or Integrated Drive Electronics. It is used to hook up disk drives, floppy disks, and HDDs. This is a 40-pin male connector that connects the HDD. SATA or Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. Now, the SATA connector is the standard connector with a 7-pin interface. And the last is the chassis or system unit case. Computer case serves mainly as a way to physically mount and contain all of the actual components inside of a computer like the motherboard, hard drive, optical drive, floppy disk drive, and etc. So, let's start for disassembling. Step 1. Make sure that the system unit is turned off. Step 2. Unplug or remove all cables connected to the system unit. Step 3. Wear anti-static wrist strap or discharge yourself by holding any metal objects for 5 minutes. Step 4. Connect anti-static wrist strap to the chassis. Step 5. Untighten or remove all the screws of the side cover of the system unit case. Step 6. Disconnect and remove all the cables connected to all components inside the system unit. Step 7. Remove the ODD or CD-ROM. Step 8. Remove the HDD. Untighten the screws mounted to the case. Then, carefully remove the HDD. Step 9. Remove the PSU or the power supply unit. Step 10. Remove the motherboard. Untighten the screws mounted to the case. Then, carefully remove the motherboard. Lastly, unmount and unplug all the parts along the motherboard, including CPU, CPU's heatsink fan, RAM, and video card. After disassembling, these are the steps on assembling a system unit. Step 1. Mount all the parts along the motherboard, including CPU, CPU's heatsink fan, RAM, and video card. Step 2. Install the motherboard. Tighten the screws mounted to the case. Step 3. Install the PSU or the power supply unit. Step 4. Install the ODD or CD-ROM. Step 5. Carefully install the HDD. Then, tighten the screws mounted to the case. Step 6. Connect all the cables to all components inside the system unit. Step 7. Put the side cover back and tighten the screws. Step 8. Connect all the cables to the system unit. Then, after connecting all the cables to the system unit, let's test the system unit if it's working well. So those are the steps on how to disassemble and assemble a system unit. And that's all for today's video. Hope that you have learned something from it. And thank you for watching.